Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to the AI Impact Summit. I thank the organizing team first to give us this platform to present our product, Mokkup.ai. This is Dhruv Chaudhary, yours truly, and that's my colleague Betsy, and we are from Mokkup.ai. So before we actually heading and tell you about the product, right, I would want to address a certain pain points what we in general who work with dashboards day in and day out might face, right? So Mockup is essentially built for data analysts, BI developers, executives, and founders. So it's not like everybody are in play here. So let's say I've been a data analyst for I guess most part of my previous few years in my previous experience. And one pain what I would face is my manager would always request for something which would be outwardly. And with the data set I have, I wouldn't make sense on what kind of metrics is he expecting or what kind of visuals. Now, after taking a few courses, I have some sense. But executives usually don't get it in the first place. And usually, what would happen earlier is when I used to get the data set, I used to sit and scribble down the entire layout using pen and paper and then note down what all I would want, right? So I would have the layout, how many KPIs, how many visuals, what kind of visuals, how would they interact with each other, so many things. And even after that, so that would take about few days, and there would be a back and forth of review with my executive and manager, and they'll be like, scrap it, I want something else. So we wanted something which can fasten the entire process. And if you're a consultant, right, you'll be dealing with clients and they'll have n number of requests, and just 10 minutes before the presentation, you would want something for them to understand. And that is where mockup comes into place. So I would like to show you a quick product demo, and then we'll have a live demo because I don't believe in presentations. I'll be boring you guys. I want to make most of your time here. Betsy? Okay. So, like I mentioned, right? So that was the product demo. But I want you to see it live on how it actually works. So, Betsy, can you please create a screen? Yeah. So it's very simple, very intuitive, just like how other platforms are like maybe Figma or Tableau and Power BI itself. So, as you can see, you can click on Create with AI. Just to fasten up the process, we'll use one of the examples here and input the text prompt. So while it works, I'll just explain you how it actually works. So currently what you can do is in a simple text prompt, you can mention what you actually want. Here we have not given much context. Let's say we have just mentioned what's a sales dashboard here with certain metrics what we want to objectify. But later on, what you can do is you can mention it in detail. So few are for users, what they do is they go to ChatGPT, mention these are our columns, this is the objective, and they have a I guess 2000 or 3000 word prompt, and that's what they put here. So the more complex your prompt is, the more context our AI gets, and the better the output is. Currently, it's just text prompt, and you can mention the columns. So here is a dashboard, as you can see. So what is Betsy doing is she's giving access to few of our colleagues, which one of them is in Mumbai, the other is in Pune, and the other is in Bangalore. So here you can see how in real time you can also collaborate with your team. So while they jump in the project, I'll just tell you. So as you can see, right, a well-defined layout has been created of our dashboard. Yeah, as you can see that we are now on collaboration mode. So our users or our colleagues are there on the screen. Betsy, can you click on the sales pipeline one? Yeah, thank you. So as you can see, Muskan from Bangalore is working, and our other colleagues are also working here. Yeah, so as you can see, right, we have a well-defined layout where you have certain KPIs, certain filters. Betsy, can you please scroll down a bit? Yeah. And as you can see, while Pinky, the design head, is mentioning what theme has to be changed, we are showing what are the various visuals. And it's not like this is the only template and you have to move forward with it. Mokkup is a drag and drop or no code tool. So you can make edits to whatever is here using all the features what we have. There are multiple elements. Believe me, these are more than sufficient to get a really astounding output in about 5 minutes or so. So you can keep the prompt, go ahead, have a cup of coffee and come back and your dashboard will be ready. So I guess the theme is ready, and it looks so you could see, right? You can simply change the theme and move forward, right? So let's say few companies have that brand elements in place where they would want the dashboard to have certain specific theme. So we are able to take care of that as well. So let's see, can you click on design? So what our users are doing, which you're not able to see, is they're clicking on this active theme and multiple other customizations what we have, and with a click of a button, they are able to do it. So now you might be able to tell me that, Dhruv, I can do the same thing in Figma. Figma has so many different options for design, and it's for designers. Believe me, it's not for data analysts and BI developers. This is way simple. Now the other part you might be telling me, um, so even the chat GPTs and Geminis of the world can do the simple thing, right? You can have the chat, you can have the prompt, and you can give context of your data, and then you can generate the dashboard. But there the catch is, the output is usually as an image or as an HTML file or a React file, like all of that are coding based, right? So here we have given an editable tool on how you can move forward with it, right? So you can make changes accordingly without knowing actual coding and move forward with it. So I guess, yes, we are through with it. They are making certain changes. But yeah, I guess that should be good to go. Yeah, there's another new feature what we have got where we have the review current screen. So can you please click on that? Yeah. So what you can do is, once your wireframe is created, if you have done it from scratch using the template or using the AI feature, you can use the review feature where you can, like how you would ask your maybe manager or boss, does this make sense? So we have that in place as well. You can ask it, does it make sense? Or even if you don't add any comments, you can just say review wireframe, and it will review the entire wireframe and tell you what is working well in terms of design, in terms of metrics, so technicality in terms of the data understanding, the business context, and the design elements, all will be reviewed. So yeah, you can close that, Betsy, not a problem at all. I guess our audience has have understood it. We should be good there. Can you please click on export? Yeah. So what you can do is, in ChatGPT and all, even if you have the wireframes generated, you have to replicate the entire thing in tools like Power BI and Tableau. We are going one step ahead. We are breaking that flow and telling, with a click of a button, you can export it to Power BI. Can you please do it? Yeah. So we'll be selecting Power BI. You can also do Tableau as well. So what it does is, it creates a template. Can you please open that, Betsy? Yeah. So it creates a Power BI or a Tableau template. So why we create a template? Because we do not access your data. We are not a BI tool, we are a BI wireframing tool. So we don't access your data. Based on the context, we are able to create it with whatever you have given. And what we do is, we create a template file, and on a click of a button, you are able to open it in Power BI. So as you can see, the dashboard is loading up here. So once this comes up, what your team can do is, they can click on get data. With all the sources available in Power BI or maybe in Tableau as well, you can connect your data. And currently the mapping is what the developer has to do, but I'll come to the point where how we are improving the product further in 2026. So as you can see, if you can zoom in a bit, let's see, thank you so much. So as you can see, it's an editable template which has come up, which was entirely, and we haven't actually done the design or development from scratch in Power BI. It was right there. If you can drag and show something that it's working, yeah, right? So yeah, so this is how it is. Can we go back to the presentation, let's see? Yeah, perfect. So that was more or less about our product. If you want to learn more about our product, we are in Hall 3, booth 3P23. We can meet you there and we can explain you in detail, and we can also contact each other and ensure that a better demo for your organization is there. So here's what 2026 looks like for us. Currently, we have the AI capability, which is zero-shot prompting. But what we are coming up next is with the conversational AI, where you can chat with the AI and tell the AI to do your job. Like you can tell him, I'm not liking this, change this, and it will do the same. So that manual effort goes away. The other part, what we are doing is we are including the input feature. So currently we have just the text input. You can next input a CSV file or an Excel file of your metadata. So the AI understands your data structure. Again, not your data, but just the metadata. You can upload that so the AI understands that part. You can also upload an image so you can replicate that. So let's say you like something in Google or Pinterest, you can just take a screenshot, post it here, and the dashboard is created. But yeah, all of that would be possible in the next few months. So once we have the CSV input feature, our AI will understand your semantic layer as well and create that automatically. So what the BI developer currently has to do the mapping, that is also taken automatically. And next, obviously, since we want some design, so what looks good to the eye is actually something what makes sense. That's what I personally feel. So that's why we'll be getting some customizations in terms of typography or styling. Sorry for that. But yeah, typography and styling, which would make much better sense, and you'll be having more things in your power. Yeah. So we are a team. We have about 170,000 plus users globally, and we have users from companies like KPMG Canada as well, and multiple other folks from different other companies. We have individual users as well, like freelancers, BI developers we are using. We have close to about 700 plus Power BI dashboard or Tableau templates across industries like sales, manufacturing, healthcare, finance, multiple. So you name it, we have it. You can explore our product. You can just type Mokkup.ai on your favorite browser and you'll be able to access. You can start for free, yes, free for your lifetime, but obviously with certain limitations. But obviously we will go better than the limitations if you're moving through our paid plans, which are for individuals, for teams, and for enterprises as well. So yeah, and finally we are ISO SOC 2 compliant. So we understand your data security, and that's about it. Thank you so much for everyone for patiently listening to me. If anybody has any questions, please feel to throw it up and I'll try to answer them. Yeah, yes sir.
Put up some RLS, right? Row level security. So how it is working? Like I'm importing Power BI.
So, like I mentioned, we are not a replacement for Power BI and Tableau. In Power BI and Tableau, you can take care of the RLS, CLS, all of that. Mockup is just to give you an idea about how the dashboard would look like. Essentially, like a template, but more customized to you. So, once you're able to create the dashboard and export it to Power BI, like we showed, there you can ask your team to ensure the RLS is taken care of. No. That you have to do that in Power BI. It's just the starting part. So earlier it would take just weeks to ensure that we come to this part, right? So 3 to 4 weeks just to plan out how a dashboard should look like. That totally doesn't make sense. So we are going covering that 80%, so you can just take care of that 20% part. I hope that answers. Thank you so much. Anybody? Yeah.
So considering that I have a multi-page dashboard, so where I have a navigation from one page to another page. It's a very common scenario for me when I'm doing. So let's consider will Mokkup.ai be able to create this multi-page dashboards for me?
That's a really good question. So I mentioned regarding the conversational AI part, right? So I have, I guess, missed that. So our conversational AI will also be able to build out multi-page dashboards. Currently, we are supporting single page because most of our users just want that. but we'll be coming up with multi-page and with the navigations as well, so that should take care. We do have button feature, so when you move it to Power BI, you can ensure that navigation part is taken care. But yeah, it'll definitely come into place. Yes, thank you so much.
Is it like template based जो multi-page आपके singular pages हो गए? Is it template based or do you have accessibility कि एक designer उसको design कर सके pages को customize कर सके according to the company?
So I'll come to that. I'll show the demo again. So yeah. So this is a Mokkup feature. So this template was created using the AI text prompt. Once that is done, as you can see, right, we are able to customize how we want it. Let's say I want to reduce the size. I want to increase it. All of that is possible. Let's say, for example, this particular thing doesn't make sense. You can click here, click on yeah. So as you can see, right, they are making changes into how the dashboard is looking, right? What you can do is you can also simply drag and drop and add a new chart if you want. So these are on the technical aspects. On the design aspect, like you can see, you can add multiple themes. So let's say, for example, we have some free themes available. You can access a pro library as well, where we have multiple other themes. But let's say you are very brand sensitive and you would want theme according to your brand. You can simply create a new custom theme and you can give your brand theme color code. We might come up, like I mentioned, right? We'll be coming up with more design flexibility where you can give your website name and we can extract the color theme from there, so you don't have to give it manually. But yeah, all of them are in progress. We'll definitely be able to come more with more options here. You can have image as a background, just like how you can do it Power BI, Tableau, and multiple others. So essentially, you can understand that in tools like BI tools like Power BI and Tableau, if a designing element is possible, mockup is there, or if not there yet, we will get there. And 2026 is the year where we are expecting more things to come. Thank you so much for the question. Anything else? Okay, I guess that would be it. But you can meet me at Hall 3, 3P23 booth. I'm near Adobe, the big section of Adobe. There's I'm just right beside that. So if you have any questions, you can meet me there and we can connect further. Thank you so much for your time, everyone.